Morning everybody. For those of you, well, whatever time of the day it is, wherever you are, for those of you who don't know, I'm Ryan and I'm the founding director, owner at ADS, whatever hat I'm wearing this week. And this is James. James is our general manager, so he takes care of the business day to day. He looks after all our production and cutting our paint protection film out, quality control, everything from there down, and leads the team to, so far, a successful 18 months. I'm going to start with a few questions. It's pretty honest. There's no script. James has no idea what I'm going to ask him. And the questions are going to vary staff member to staff member. So with any luck, we'll get some pretty organic content.
Let the roast begin.
All right, so the first question I have for you is, and it's going to start broadly, less to do with work. The first question is, obviously name, give us a little elevator pitch on who you are.
Okay, no problem at all. So I guess, as Ryan said, I'm James. So if you guys call up ADS, you will probably get me on the phone more than likely. So I apologise for that.
You go okay.
So pretty much, I sort of came into detailing and just cars in general at quite a young age. So Dad's always run a Concourse 944. My granddad was part of a brand called JWF. So I've always had cars sort of in the DNA, I suppose. And yeah, just sort of detailing at home first, my own cars that were entered in shows and all that for a long time. And then sort of came across ADS over some time. And yeah, just sort of...
You were actually a customer first.
Yeah, customer first, and then reached out just searching for jobs. It's like, I think it's important to keep in mind, not all jobs are sort of advertised all the time. Sometimes you just got to go the extra mile, reach out, and worst you get is a no. So you're back where you started. But in this case,
did it start with no, or was it a yes
no,
the first time?
No, it was a come in tomorrow.
Come in tomorrow, yeah, it was a good start.
Yes, that was a good start. But yeah, pretty much so. And then I do have a bit of a design background as well. So working with Photoshop and all of that, I sort of learned in my course at uni. So all of that comes handy when it comes to the production side of the business, templating patterns for the cars and so on. And then I was in sales as well prior. So that also helps with being on the phone, talking to customers, and all that type of thing.
You worked at Kia?
Yeah, Kia, up on the Central Coast.
And safe to say I'm going to make the link here. You left car sales because, and albeit you're very good at it, I think you're very good at it anyway, because why?
I left car sales because I don't like the hard selling of being a salesman. So I feel like to be a salesman, you've sort of got to guide someone in a certain direction based on maybe what's available and all of that type of thing, where I think it's just better to do what you're passionate about, have a conversation with people, and if they want the product or service, they will come to you rather than you sort of having to hard sell and push them towards a certain end product.
Yeah, fair enough. That's cool. Now, what do you drive, and what would I'll start with what do you drive? What cars do you drive?
On the daily basis, an i30N 2023 model manual, which is a brilliant car day to day. I will say that's probably like the perfect daily.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You want to just drive to and from somewhere and be quiet, have the exhaust off, normal mode. You want to have a bit of fun, turn the exhaust on, and it's a blast to drive.
It is, yeah. It's a pretty cool car. I like that car for sure.
And then on the weekends, I drive an R33 Skyline GTS-T. So that's a 97 model, reasonably stock. My sort of way of modifying cars is an OEM plus look. So I've got some GTR wheels on it, slight improvement in suspension and all that. But my main thing I love about it is it turns on every weekend and it works. So I'd like to modify it, but the risk is it may not turn on every day.
cool. I'll also just caveat that with James has a fear of going to electric cars, so he's going to gradually buy. Not that we don't like working on them, but because they're great to move around the shop, they're quiet. But he has a fear of owning one himself. We'll gradually sort of get past that, but he's. I think
don't worry.
next
It's
car
not
will
a
be
fear.
something.
It's just not happening.
It'll be something from the 50s. The next car you buy. Next thing we'll have James turn up in an old steam-powered 3-wheeler or something. Anyway, so the next question, which I will ask everyone as well, is favourite car you've worked on at Ausdeaton, at ADS?
Am I allowed to mention the one we currently have here?
And then why? Let's say yes. And if this is on YouTube, we can we can bleep it. Or if it's on YouTube, that means that it's good and we can talk about it. Go with that, yeah.
Okay, so I'd say personally, when it comes to templating cars, I get to spend a lot of time with them. So I find it's sort of, I guess, building a relationship with the car in a way. So like working on the Sierra Cosworth RS, I thought was really cool.
Yeah, that was a great job too.
But I would say the favourite would have to be the reimagined by Singer that we have in there at the moment.
You stole mine.
And so far only done the interior on that, but when it comes to the outside, everything, that car is just a work of art. So that's a very cool and special thing to work on.
Okay, cool. Yeah. James has stolen my idea because that would be my answer, but we're allowed to have.
I think it's got to be a lot of people's answer, right? The Singer.
The Singer's right up there. Eleanor was a cool one as well.
Yes,
but
that was cool.
We get to work on some cool projects, and that's certainly something that I never thought we'd do. But some of your skills, have allowed us to do that, which is amazing. And the skills of others in the workshop as well, other members of the team. Cool. So the next question is, what do you enjoy most about your job? And the follow-up question is actually going to be, what do you like the least?
Okay.
And you're not allowed to say me. That's off the cards.
All right, now I'm going to have to rethink of an answer. Thank you for that on the spot. I would say what I love the most is, honestly, we've all worked some shitty jobs in the past, I'm sure. Everyone has like a past. It's good waking up on a Monday morning and actually enjoying where you get to go to work. Because I think some people, like back in the day, Sundays used to be that day you're just dreading it finishing because the next day is back to work again for 5 days.
Of course.
So my favourite thing would be that. Plus, obviously, the cars we get to work on is pretty amazing as well.
Yeah.
Least favourite thing. Now that's actually
it's a least favourite thing to do with work, like, not your undercooked chicken sandwich or whatever that you haven't made properly for lunch. I'm talking like work related.
Okay. I would say straight off, it's probably to do with yesterday.
Yeah.
Templating of boat windows.
Templating boat window. I did not think he'd say that.
I gotta say, it is the shape of them, and then because it doesn't want to stick the humidity and stuff in there. They are, but it's getting it right for the tinting, because it's different to PPF, as you know, because you can't stretch tint. So it's got to be very exact, and on these windows, because there's leather trims on the outside, you can't hand trim anything, so it's got to be spot on. So
for those watching, we don't just do automotive window film. We also have a business that does commercial architectural glass, which is really cool, but also marine. So if you own a boat and you would like the windows tinted, if we cannot just cut them by hand, James can actually make patterns for them. So we were down at the Royal Motor Yacht Club doing that, which is a pretty cool experience, working off site as well, getting out of our little shoebox here in Monavale, which is neat. Awesome. Do you have any interesting fun facts or figures that you'd like to drop into this interview / Meet the Team Monday, because we're going to keep it short? Okay. Anything off the cusp? I think it's cuff, isn't it?
Either way, it's early in the morning.
This is take 2, by the way. We love him, but Jake didn't turn up yesterday, so this is attempt number 2 at filming this.
I didn't hear that bus
which
coming.
Is good. No,
it's run through Jake.
It ran right through, and but anyway, take 2's been a good one so far. Anything to throw in there, mate?
Off the cusp, I think I think it's just important to note, like, there's a lot of good PPF shops, detailing shops out there. I think it's worth mentioning though, here, everyone that works here is very passionate about cars, the automotive industry, and what they do as well. So I think it's worth mentioning that if you're concerned about where to take a car for PPF and all of that type of thing, please give our videos a watch to look at the point of difference we have. And I think that we've got a very capable and friendly staff team. Come on in anytime and have a look at our process. We're more than happy to show anyone what we do.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be nice to have obviously a bigger community. So if anyone's interested in getting their car wrapped, window tinted, coated, whatever, get in contact with me on the phone.
This is an uninspired plug. This is this is unashamed plugging. I like it. Look at you go.
Yeah, just sort of think.
I agree though. Got a nice.
Well, I think of it when I was looking, because as we said at the start, I was a customer first.
Yeah.
When it comes to choosing a shop, like it's very hard. There's a lot of places that do
heaps,
it,
yeah.
and a lot of knowledge is not really known about different films and the brands and all that stuff. But I think with what we do here, we are definitely in that top tier, and I think that anyone that comes here is going to have a really nice service and everything, mainly because it's obviously directly to do with me.
Humble, powerful, all sorts of good things. Mate, thank you for your 10 minutes on the couch. Maybe Jake can condense this and edit out a whole bunch of rubbish of us just gaslighting each other.
So there'll be a take 3.
There'll be like 3 or 4 more takes. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Look forward to the next one. Thank you, James, for your
Thank you, Ryan.
time. And hopefully this turns out just as good as I think it will in my mind. Thanks,
Ryan will be back next week. I'll be sleeping in.
Thanks, guys.